Hey everybody, welcome back to D-Zoned. Let's wadenate the thingamaboppa, and we got, HHH21. We've played this before. Yeah, because this is Hades House of Horrors, and we've played this, I know I played it at one point as part of like a, what do you call it? I think it's part of WAD Pack 2 or 3, one of those ones. And we also played it as part of the 94 Tune-Up Community Project. So that's actually the second time this has chosen one from the Tune-Up Project. Alright, Wadenate again. Purpose. And we have a text file here, so it looks like this might have actually been made for Doom 2. Well, no. Made... Never mind. For some reason I thought it was Doom 2, but it was D-Zone 2. Alright, let's take a look at this. Purpose. Doom version, Doom 1, version 1.666. Ooh, funny number. PURPOSE.WAD version info. This is it! With the release of Doom 2, I don't have any plans to create additional Doom 1 PURPOSEs. This was mainly a teaching tool for myself to learn how to create and manipulate PURPOSEs. I am working on Doom 2 PURPOSE missions, though. I just love the new textures, line def triggers, and more of Doom 2, but the line def triggers were carried over in Doom, whatever. This is an E2 M1 level that could just as easily be an E1 M1 version, but to keep it out of shareware hands, I made it an E2. Really, guys, you should go ahead and register. You won't be disappointed. The idea here wasn't to create a huge level, but instead, this is to be used as a launching point for additional levels and missions. The puzzles are basic, and the shootouts, in my humble opinion, are fun rather than always being cutthroat. Additional credits too. Thanks for id Software for the best game in a decade. Decade. Yeah, a little more than a decade, buddy. But hey, good on him. Thanks to Ben Morris for DCK. This is a very slick editor that makes creation of PURPOSEs almost as easy as blowing away former humans. I agree. DCK was a huge step up from Do. Thanks to Werta Wurian, I think, for the Muse to PURPOSE. Thanks to Patrick Green for the nifty sound batch files for extracting and inserting sounds in PURPOSEs. Credit also needs to be given to a slew of people whose PURPOSEs I borrowed some of the sounds from. I didn't keep track of all the snippets, but if you hear your sound, thank you. How to use this WAD. A batch file is included for ease of play. Oh no. Did they include the music and sound WAD? Simply type purpose and it will load the necessary files for you. Or if you prefer, you can use something like Doom Launch to load the following WADs. PURPOSE.WAD, main level WAD. PURPMuse.WAD, music WAD. PURPSND.WAD, sound effects WAD. Create a subdirectory off of your Doom directory called perp. Okay, why am I reading that? Okay. How to use this PWAD in 1994. E2 M1, single player co-op deathmatch. Yes, this is what this WAD was intended for. Yes, but weak in my opinion. Yes, same as above. Difficulty settings. No! Doom 2 came out, so I haven't spent any time on setting these up. Demos, sounds, graphics, music. No, yes, no, yes. New level from scratch, 2 to 3 weeks of off and on again sessions. DCK 1.1a was used. Nice. Okay. Copyright and permissions. I'm kind of interested because it has that caveat section. Just an observation on my part, but imagine, if you will, that instead of the open structure of Doom, you had to purchase additional levels instead. Not as fun as what we currently have, eh? In that light, I hope that additional authors will keep an open attitude in regard to others using their PWADs. I understand that we don't want 50 different versions of Forest.WAD running around, but at the same time, imagine someone using that structure in a unique way. Maybe not always original, but modifying it to meet others' wants and desires. The gist of this is that that is an awkward sentence. The gist of this is only that we all got our ideas from what it did and expanded or modified on that. Shall we as add-on authors be so uptight as to not allow others to use the same freedom? Well, okay. Figure that's a good thing to read, because I mean, kind of gives the authors overall we have a story. Kind of gives the authors overall thoughts on game modding, so yeah, thumbs up. Anyway, the story, mission, plot, etc. What the hell? I raised myself up slowly and tried to shake the cobwebs out of my head. The ace of clubs. That's the last thing I remember where I was at. Pablo and I had gone there for a few drinks. I like bunch of better. It's a little more accurate. The few drinks turned into a bunch of drinks. Pablo and I had been discussing the tactics used in the Mars mission and swapping untold amounts of hair-raising stories of bravado. I remember there was one person at the bar that seemed to flinch noticeably at times while we carried on. Near the end of the night, it got up and left, leaving a small note on the counter. I reached over and grabbed it in the thought of letting the mysterious personage know that he had forgotten it by mistake. But when I turned around, he'd already left. Not thinking much of it, I stuffed the note in my shirt pocket and continued to listen to Pablo describe a particularly nasty event involving a shotgun and numerous pink demons. In the middle of the story, Pablo went under and fell off the stool drunkenly in a heap. I was laughing so hard that I too began to sway in my seat and followed suit with Pablo. I was face down on a very hard floor and noticed that I had spent most of the day sleeping in my vomit. Oh. Pushing myself up in a push-up position, I happened to notice that the note I'd found last night was now directly underneath me. I eased myself down slowly and reached for the note. I read the first line, "Look in front of you." I felt my stomach begin to churn as I now knew where Pablo was. He had been placed on a stake that had been thrust into his back and left for the vulture's enjoyment. Bastards! I screamed. I was frozen, viewing the mangled body that was once my best friend. I could see that he was still barely alive and twitching, but only for a few more seconds. The blood of the pool behind him was almost completely full. I remembered the note and began to read the rest of the note with trembling hands of rage. Your friend is either dead or almost dead. There is no hope in saving him. Okay, I'm going to stop that. My name is Ziskral, and I have the ability to view the future. I saw in the bar a vision of you and him, and saw the outcome that you are now seeing. I saw, also, you avenging his death, but only if you had the skill to do so. You have been kidnapped in the Baron Karen. You've been kidnapped to the Baron Karen's laboratory. The Baron is currently busy in his deepest room working on the devices that will kidnap more of your Mars squad to his laboratory for torture. You get to hear him for the rest of your days complaining about customer service. You must kill all of the Baron's comrades and then kill the Baron himself. I wish you luck. The only help I can give you is the fact that help is available for easier killing of the Baron via his chair. Another awkward sentence. The note ended abruptly at this point. Suddenly, the cobwebs were gone, and I rose quickly and spun around, expecting the worst. In front of me were floating computers. These were obviously the devices that were used to transport myself and Pablo here. I'm sure that they were here to impress me with the technology that was used to create them, but I was busy with more important matters to take much notice, especially the need for more firepower. Aha! I explained when I spotted my trusty shotgun. What the hell were you doing taking a shotgun into a bar? Running over, I grabbed the cold steel and gave a reassuring recock of the gun to be positive that the gun was loaded. It was, but I would need more ammo. Okay. Sorry, I'm getting one of those pedantic moments. If you cock the shotgun and it's loaded and there's a round chambered, you're going to eject the round. Surveying the surroundings, I noticed a wooden door to the north. I opened it and realized that this must be the main control area for those floating computer crates outside. I was amazed at the technology showing on the monitors, displaying coordinates for not only Earth, but other planets as well. I heard a familiar grunt behind me and grinned as I knew exactly what that sound was. Whirling around, I unloosed a barrel into a nearby imp. While cocking my gun, I was blindsided by a fireball to my side. "Come on, you bastard!" I yelled as I spun on the imp, unloading as I did. What did you 360 no-scope the motherfucker? Okay. Realizing that I was in the midst of danger and no time for sightseeing, I grabbed what I could out of the room and headed back out to the main courtyard. I noticed stairs to the east and was just about to head up when I saw a small amount of blood seeping from a wall to my north. I said. This doesn't sound right. I gave a push to the wall and a secret room appeared with a glowing blue skull inside. Grabbing it, I headed back into the courtyard and up the stairs. Pitch black greeted me as I cautiously made my way up. In the distance, I noticed something strange. An exit sign. So near to the start, this was my way out. Just before I began to sprint to the exit, I looked back at the distant corpse of my friend Pablo. No. There would be no exit until I had finished ridding this foul cesspool of all inhabitants. I re-shouldered my shotgun and continued my slow walk up the now blackened staircase. To be continued by you. Alright, well that was a long text file read. So I'm kind of curious now, if we go into D-Zone 2, do we have the other purpose WADs? Not pump. Perp. Of course we don't. Okay, well I guess we're using our own music and our own sound effects. And by that I mean Doom's sound effects, because Spectre.WAD does not exist yet. Okay. Well, there's Pablo. Yeah, he still looks kind of... I mean, you'd think at this point you just maybe do a mercy kill. There, oh, there's a shotgun. So, yeah, there's that. That got dark. Well, there's that imp. There's that other one that was supposed to shoot me in the side with a fireball, but he kind of didn't. The story was a lie, as it turns out. We do have one secret. That looks suspiciously like a crusher. But it has shells on it, so I'm kind of into that. Oh no, it's just a table. Just a table. And that is... you actually can exit early. That I've seen that in a few other 94 WADs. It's just kind of I don't know. Seems weird, but I guess it kind of makes sense. Ow. Ugh. Cool. You know, if they teleported you and Pablo here, you'd think that they would have taken your shotgun. You know, the shotgun that you had at the bar with you for some inexplicable reason. Because as everybody in the world knows, alcohol and guns mix pretty damn well. Alright, so there's the blue door. Now we're in a very bright tech... Okay. Alright. Oh, neat. So, we're in kind of a tech base. And, wait, why is that flickering? Okay. Just for flavor, I guess. It's kind of funny, though, because I don't know if maybe the author didn't know how to make, like, actual closets, like where the monsters would wake up. It's just kind of funny. These, you hear the door open, the enemy's just kind of standing there like, okay, what do I do now? That staircase was kind of neat. I like how they used a torch to kind of lead you over to that direction. And down we go. It's a very abstract layout, but I'm kind of digging it. It's got soul, you know? And again, kind of going with the more abstract staircase layouts instead of just boring rectangles. So, yeah. Texture use isn't horrendous. It's very basic. It's kind of Spartan, but, you know, it gets the job done. Nice little trap there. Yeah, there you go. I just hate it when mommy and daddy fight. There we go. Anything... What about this? Nope. Just the walls watching me. Which I hate when that happens. Alright, so we're about halfway through the kill count right now. Easy peasy. Yep, let's go back through the dark maze. I mean, the lighting is a nice touch. What about this side? More weird staircases. Oh, okay. Now, there was also something about the Baron's chair. Also, funny story. The README file said something about a blue key, or blue skull, that I, you know, never actually picked up. So, I've basically created a time paradox. My bad. This is the guy that made this does like the shotgun, it seems. But hey, you know what? As long as we're well stocked on shells, it's fine. Okay, water is not boiling. That's good. So, right. Oh yeah, secret. I see the secret wall. Or no, that's just a door. That's a secret? Alright, that was easy. Got all the items. I do remember them saying, like, in the text file, something about a secret wall, and there's a blue card behind it. Was it up here? I don't know. I'm probably chirping, but, you know. Ah, you guys know what channel this is. It's my normal state of being, so, yeah. Yeah, I thought it was like up the stairs and something or another. And there was a secret wall that had a blue skull. And I was instantly enthralled. Okay. What do we... Okay, that's the yellow door over there. Yeah, so there's definitely a secret wall somewhere. I'm just gonna do that. I'm just gonna be absolutely lazy. That's the red door. So what's that there? Oh, it looks like I could have just gone there. Alright. Well. Or not. Huh. Well, there was that other entrance to it over here. The other possibility is that it might be one of those... It might be one of those things where there's just a switch that I just didn't hit. I don't know. I've done that before. Many times. I'm not walking around. There we go. I don't know. There's a lot of computer panels. A lot of that fancy teleportation technology that brought Pablo and I here. And that is... I mean, that's got to be a lift, right? Like, I'm pretty sure that just drops off. Let's be on the blue door. I haven't been there. That's definitely the Baron's throne. Baron Karen. Oh, boy. Ah, well. What you gonna do? I mean, that's really the only area that I could see that I haven't been to. I mean, that I can actually access. I mean, that I have the keys for. You know what I mean. You know what I mean. Wait. Okay. Found it. Maybe I should have paid more attention to the text file. Although then again, is that really at all visible? No, it was in this room. Oh, jeez, the freaking blood. Yep. That was on me. Alright, let's, gonna take care of these guys. Oh, Kako. I like the little jagged sector there. It's kind of nice. Oh. Go away. Okay, another one of their very weird traps. But hey, give me the blue armor. I will take it. What's over here? You know, I'd rather have the individual sectors just kind of randomly pop on like that than to have oh, right. Than to have damn it. Anyway, as I was saying, I would much rather have just individual sectors get kicked on like that rather than just basically giving the player the light amp goggles, so I can get behind that. So this is a red door, which is apparently filled with hurt floor. Which looks the same as the other floor. I don't know. As a long elevator. Ugh. Damn, that was some bad Nuka rhythm. Alright, so we're going up to the throne thing, I guess. Whee! Alright, so... Stop it. So what was that thing about... Stop it! You're being rude. Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know what that whole thing about his chair was, but stop it. You're being a dick. So there's... Wish I had more than a shotgun. Oh well. At least it's only one bear and a shotgun, right? I know where the last two enemies are. They're in that one area that I haven't been able to get into. What the heck? Is there like a decorated thingy? Yeah, there's corpses up there. Okay. Found the chain gun. Don't look at me. Okay. This is a very steep staircase. Alright, let's go! Oh, that was awkward. Alright. Down we go. And... there we go. So... did this... okay, it did open up. And it's fire blue! Thank you! Perfect. Everything has been... murderified and stuff. Alright, well I think we've avenged Pablo. I think. Maybe. He's probably still writhing on that pike, but we're not going to do anything about that. So, we're just going to leave. Sorry, Pablo. I'm sure you were a good friend. Alright, well that was, Purpose? Yeah, I think it was Purpose. It was pretty neat. I mean, nothing too special. It was kind of a bit, abstract in a lot of ways. But overall, it was a pretty fun time. Pretty playable. The, blue key, I'm a little mixed on that. Like, it was mentioned how to get to that in the text file. So do I want to just... yeah. I think you can see the conundrum that I'm having here. It was mentioned in the text file basically where it was. It was on the wall with blood on it. But it was technically like a secret wall. I don't know. That's a tricky one. I'm going to go ahead and just treat it as if it were shown on the map. That would be a problem if the map were distributed without the text file, because it would just look like a straight up wall. I don't know. I'm going to just say, as the author distributed it, because the hint was in the text file, I'm not going to dock any points for that. But this was definitely an above average experience. Nothing too crazy. I mean, as the author said, he was kind of looking for more of just a, just kind of a fun map experience and not just a balls to the wall slugfest. So, I think with all that in mind, because I mean, let's see. I think I'm going to go ahead and give this one an 8 out of 10. Definitely far from being, like, top tier, but still just a very playable and enjoyable experience. It's very kind of eclectic. The author was generally pretty reserved when it comes to texture usage. It wasn't anything too wild, but nothing inspiring either. Gameplay was fairly simple, but you know, the author mentioned they weren't really looking to make something difficult. So yeah, overall, I mean, it was a good one. I liked it. But that's all for now. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Take it easy.